even starting in the amateurs? What motivates you to get in boxing in the first place?
Well, I come from a boxing family, so my father, he was my coach. My bigger brother, he was a boxer also, and my little brother is a boxer also. So I think it was kind of just expected for me to box. Especially because I was good at it. You know, I got there the first day. I really wanted to work out because I was like a chubby kid, and I was at that age, like 11, preteen. Just wanted to, get better looks and everything. Wanted to fit in and everything. So I go there the first day, and my dad, I'm like, I don't wanna box. I just wanna work out. He's like, okay. So we work out for 5 to 6, and I'm working out. I'm doing good. I'm keeping up. He's like, oh, you a natural. You a natural. And 6 to 7 was boxing, but I didn't know that. So he like wrap up. I'm like, wrap what? Wrap up what? Like what? He's like, you got to spar. So I get in there. I only know a jab and a one
So
two.
hold on for a minute. So Sugar, you mean to tell me your first day in the actual gym, you went there to train, regular training, nothing
Yeah.
related to boxing, and then your first day you had to wrap up and spar?
Yes. He's like, wrap up. I'm like, wrap what? Like what? What did you talk about? Wrap my hair? Like wrap what? So I get in. I just know the girl that actually sparred, she was there for about 2 years, and it was my first day. But I beat her with just a jab and a one two, just off the strength, off of just natural, just athletic, and having a heart, having a grind. Like nobody's gonna beat me, just like off that. And he was like, oh yeah, what, you going to the Olympics? And I'm like, but it was just expected for me, and I just took it and ran with it.
Well, you took it, you ran with it, kept the ball, and ran very far because you are the 2021 Olympic bronze medalist.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel before you even got there? What were you nervous? I'm talking about at the actual game, like when you first got there, knowing that you were going to compete. How was your feeling? What ran through your mind?
Well, when I first got there, I was just happy to be there. I was just happy for the experience. But overall, I think the experience was like very I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it was very like I would say very depressing because as a boxer, um, we have to save our energy. So we can't go outside and play basketball or volleyball with our teammates. We can't go outside and chill. We have to, be in bed, laying down, resting our legs and everything. And also, we had a big food court. Like that was a chill spot, just the food court. After you get done eating, you talk, you chill, you mingle with other countries and everything. And as a boxer, who want to be surrounded by food and you can't eat? Like like everything that we could do, especially because it was during COVID. So everything that we could do, we couldn't do as a boxer. So it was very depressing and everything. We stayed there the whole time. I think it was like 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. Like if somebody lose, like for example, if a basketball team lose, they can go home because they eliminated. We couldn't. We had to stay there. We had to wait to each and every weight class fight, and you got to support your teammates. So, it was amazing to be there and a great experience, but it was real. It was hard. It was hard.
So after you went through all of those phases and then you finally get in the ring, when you got in the ring, round one, did you feel confident as the fight went on, or did you feel confident in round one, like I got this, I'm winning this thing?
I think, well, I don't know about a lot of people because a lot of people say they don't be nervous, but as me, I'm always nervous because it's always that what if, like, what if I get tired? What if I twist my ankle? What if she gonna be stronger? What if? But as soon as that bell ring and the first punch is through, it's either me or her, and it's never gonna be me. So, you know,
And I'm sure you carry that with you, even going into the ranks in the
right.
professional world, right? So once you became, of course, Olympic bronze medalist, did you think about going pro, or was somebody encouraging you to go pro and say, "Hey, I think you got it," or were you like saying, "You know what? I'm just gonna go pro, like voluntarily on my own"?
I wasn't. I really wanted to go pro because I wanted like more money, and I also felt like the Olympics and the amateurs were like rigged a little bit and like biased a little bit, especially if you go over there in another country and you fight in their country, like you're gonna have to kill that person that's from that country to beat them. So I've been to tournaments overseas where people walk up to the refs and be like, "Hey, we want a gold medal. Here's $1,000." And the ref like, "Okay, you can get a gold medal at this tournament." Like so it's like I was just like over it, and I also wanted to be more financially stable, and I feel like the pros was paying more overall. But then when I left, I seen a tournament in Worlds where you can get $100,000, and I'm like, wow, like
So the motivation was, coming from the mud, as you call it, having that, desire to get out of the mud. Pro boxing was your lane that you wanted to go through. Because if it wasn't that, you had to go in the factory somewhere if
right.
you wasn't good.
Right, I was gonna have to be a slave or that factory. They said you don't got no life in that factory because you working
Yeah.
7 days sometime, like overtime. Yeah, so it wouldn't. Yeah, I wanted to go pro to be more financially stable and also to help out my family a little more. Go through Christmases where I can actually get everybody something for Christmas. Like
Yes.
like I was at the time I was 21, 22 years old, and I feel like I should be doing more. Like why is my mom still giving me gas money at 21 years old? Like
But you know what? You're in a good place. Uh, being as young as you are, being very mature, being from the environment like the mud, you know how easy it is to be distracted and get pulled into that environment. But for you to have that mental toughness that you have and the determination, I commend you on it. And I'm sure everybody that's going to
thank
watch this
you,
interview is going to do the same thing.
thank you.
So you are so welcome.